a legend in the making, a young boy destined to be one of the biggest artists of 2020. However, his journey was cut short when he was shot and brutally killed in a home robbery invasion. His killers meticulously tracked him for 16 hours, seizing the opportunity to end his life at just 20 years old.
Rap star on the rise, killed during a violent home invasion.
This is the story of Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke, whose real name was Bashar Baraka Jackson, was born on July 20th, 1999 in Brooklyn, New York. Now, growing up in the Canarsie area of Brooklyn, known for its violence, life wasn't easy for him. With a Jamaican mother and a Panamanian father, Pop Smoke faced the harsh realities of the streets from a young age. Surrounded by gang influence and violence, Pop turned to selling drugs and guns as early as 7th grade. Now, it might sound just a little bit unbelievable, but it's true. He even got in trouble for bringing a handgun to his 8th grade class. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, this led to expulsion and 2 years of house arrest. Despite the tough environment, Pop had dreams beyond the streets. Believe it or not, his first love wasn't rap, but basketball. Now, excelling in sports, especially hoops, he earned a scholarship to Rock Top Academy in Philly, hoping for a fresh start away from the hood. But life, like it do, had different plans for the man, and things didn't quite turn out as expected. Now, despite his talents on the court, Pop Smoke's journey took an unexpected turn, leading him down a path that would ultimately define his legacy in the world of music. At the age of 15, Pop Smoke's dreams of becoming an NBA star were shattered when doctors diagnosed him with a heart murmur, forcing him to give up sports. It was a devastating blow, but it ignited a new passion within him. Discovering that his heart rate was steady in the recording booth, Pop turned to rap as an outlet instead. However, his journey into music wasn't immediate. Instead, he found himself drawn deeper into the streets. Now, life in the hood wasn't easy for Pop Smoke. A video surfaced recently showing him being roughed up by a group of kids in New York. Now, despite being outnumbered, he walked away, showing resilience even before he had fame or a crew to back him up. This incident was just a glimpse into the harsh reality of street life that Pop faced daily in New York. But as his career flourished, he didn't forget those who had crossed him. Years later, at a gas station, he confronted the man who'd beaten him, making sure he knew exactly who he was and why he should never have messed with Pop Smoke. This encounter is just a small window into the world Pop had to navigate every day, where survival meant being tough and standing your ground. Now, it's a testament to his resilience and determination in the face of adversity. It wasn't until 2018 that Pop Smoke decided to give rap a real shot. While visiting a Brooklyn recording studio with fellow NYC rapper Jay Guapo, Pop got his chance when Guapo dozed off from getting too high. So the man stepped into the booth for the first time, and Pop Smoke wanted to see if he had what it took. Using a beat he found on YouTube, Pop Smoke recorded what would become his track, Welcome to the Party. This song catapulted him into the rap world, especially after the remix featuring Nicki Minaj. Now, despite his quick rise to fame, Pop Smoke remained humble, revealing that he created Welcome to the Party in less than 30 minutes, letting the vibes guide him in the studio. Unfortunately, Pop Smoke's story was tragically short-lived. Despite his rapid success and undeniable talent, his life was cut way too short. In the early hours of February 19, 2020, tragedy struck as Pop Smoke was shot and killed inside his Airbnb. Now, he wasn't alone, but at the time of the robbery, he was in the shower. 4 teenagers invaded the house that night, with the youngest, a 15-year-old, fatally shooting him. Pop Smoke was just 20 years old. Now, the news of his death shook the rap world, leaving fans devastated and mourning the loss of such a young and promising talent. Despite his untimely passing, his music continues to resonate with many, keeping his memory alive. It took months to unravel the details of the case, bringing some closure to the tragic event that took the life of a rising star in the music industry. The day started like any other for Pop Smoke. He landed in California, excited for a 4-day vacation in Los Angeles. With his friend Mike D by his side, he settled into their Airbnb in Beverly Hills, sharing moments of relaxation and enjoyment on his Instagram story. Now, as the day unfolded, everything seemed normal. Pop Smoke got his hair cut, lounged by the pool, and prepared for an evening of shopping. But then a seemingly innocent post changed everything. Mike D shared a series of photos on Instagram showing off their time together. Now, in one of the pictures, Mike held a stack of cash, unaware of the fatal mistake lurking in the background. See, the home address was almost visible, with only the first number missing. It was a chilling oversight that was gonna have some dire consequences. To make matters worse, Mike tagged their location on Instagram maps, revealing their exact whereabouts to anybody who cared to go looking. Now, it was a grave error, one that would tragically lead to the events of that fateful night. For an average person, a casual social media update might go unnoticed, but for a high-profile rapper like Pop Smoke, flaunting wads of cash and revealing his location was a bad move. Despite the seemingly normal afternoon that followed, keen eyes had already started connecting the dots. Now, as the day progressed, Pop Smoke continued to share snippets of his vacation, unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows. With each post, his location became clearer, and for some, that was enough. After a shopping spree in Beverly Hills where he indulged in luxury items to reward himself for his recent success, Pop Smoke returned to his Airbnb. The night was still young and he had plans to record some new music. But a seemingly harmless video showing off his shopping haul turned into his third and final mistake. The sensitive information leaked through the tags on the Amiri bags revealed the full address of the Airbnb, leaving Pop Smoke completely vulnerable. Now, as the night went on, Pop Smoke's social media activity caught the attention of his talent manager, who urged him to take down the revealing post. But unbeknownst to Pop Smoke, two teenagers from the notorious Hoover gang in LA had been closely monitoring his Instagram stories. Around midnight, these teens, realizing that Pop Smoke was just 20 minutes away, began plotting their move. Now, while Pop and his friend Mike were recording music at East West Studios, the teens were refining their plan. Surveillance footage later revealed the black BMW circling near Pop Smoke's Airbnb around 2 a.m. A passenger from the car even attempted to approach the house before retreating. However, with too many people inside and Pop absent, the attempt was aborted. Now, undeterred, the teens regrouped, recruiting 2 more accomplices, and returned around 3 a.m. in a different car. Meanwhile, Pop Smoke, oblivious to the danger, returned to his Airbnb with his friend Mike and a woman named Amelia Rose. Now, as Pop settled into bed with Amelia, the teens, armed and masked, stealthily made their way into the property, climbing the balcony to the second floor. Now, inside, Amelia sensed the intruder but was silenced at gunpoint. Within moments, the armed assailants burst into the bathroom where Pop Smoke was showering, tragically culminating in a confrontation that would forever alter the course of his life. The horrifying events unfolded rapidly as the armed intruders confronted Pop Smoke in his Airbnb. They demanded his watch, and despite complying, Pop's instinct to fight back kicked in. In a desperate attempt to escape, he lunged at the gunman, but tragically, he was shot in the chest by a 15-year-old. As Pop lay on the floor, the assailants continued their brutal assault, kicking him repeatedly. Despite the pain, Pop managed to get up and run towards the stairs, but he was met with more gunshots, this time striking him in the back. Meanwhile, Pop's friend Mike was awakened by the gunfire and discovered him at the bottom of the stairs. Now, frantically, Mike called 911, hoping the help would arrive in time. Medical assistance arrived 20 minutes later, rushing Pop to Cedars-Sinai Hospital, but despite their efforts, he passed away just an hour later. As Pop took his last breath, his killers were callously searching for news of their crime and even calculating the value of his stolen Rolex. And a cruel twist of fate, they only managed to get a measly $2,000 for it, split among 4 people. For months, authorities struggled to piece together the evidence until a breakthrough came when the 15-year-old assailant confessed to his cellmate while in jail. With a confession and further corroborating evidence from the driver of the getaway car, justice was finally served. Corey Walker and Keandre Rogers, the older members of the gang, were charged with murder with special circumstances, ensuring that they remained behind bars indefinitely. The younger assailants, aged 17 and 15, faced charges as juveniles for their roles in the robbery and murder, their identities remaining undisclosed due to their status as minors. Pop Smoke's tragic death cut short his potential as the face of the drill movement. His final social media post unknowingly contributing to his demise served as a haunting reminder of the fragility of life. Now, fans continue to mourn his loss, with his music still cherished and discovered by new listeners every day, keeping his legacy alive despite his untimely departure. And there you have it, the story of a legend in making, gone too soon. Now, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more intriguing videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.